This is Hannibal from HannibalTV.com with a daily combat sports news update for you. The WWE ratings are continuing to tank, not even hitting 0.5. They did a 0.48 for their Raw flagship show last night, so they're having some issues staying in the 0.4s lately. It's going to be interesting once hockey starts and once football starts back up, how ratings do once there's actually competition, because one of the big advantages of the lockdown that they've had is not much sports competition. My favorite NWA wrestler, whatever his name is, Nick Aldis, who is the NWA champion. Last time NWA had a show was January the 25th. No announcement on when that title is going to be defended again. But he called Bruce Prichard's comments about him, saying that he didn't have the it factor, ignorant, and he said the comments had him at an all-time low, kind of like WWE Raw ratings. That's funny, but I have to say Aldis's NWA's YouTube channel ratings are under 200,000 viewers a month total of all the videos on their channel, and NWA is owned by multi-millionaire Billy Corgan. They don't just post wrestling content on there. There's other content too, for the people that like to use the excuse, well, there's no wrestling shows being done by the NWA right now. They do have the resources to put other content on that channel, but either they're lazy or they're just not very creative. Saturday's UFC Fight Night main card on ESPN did a 0.35 rating, and the prelims only did a 0.15 rating. So as I've said on here on the past, even though UFC pay-per-views do considerably more buys on average than any wrestling pay-per-views, their TV show, although it does considerably usually beat the NXT show, they don't usually beat the Raw or SmackDown numbers for their TV show of just not the top stars fighting. It's funny that Cody Rhodes said last week that the idea of heels and faces is very passé and things aren't black and white anymore. But Conor McGregor is one of the greatest heels out there right now. MMA has taken a lot from wrestling when wrestling used to be good. And it's funny, if you look at the pay-per-view numbers of Conor McGregor, people pay a lot of money to see the heel get defeated when he performs. And I don't agree with Cody that the idea of heels and faces are passé. Everyone admits wrestling is just storytelling now. It's not really a competition. You guys in AEW and WWE constantly admit that you're all a big family backstage. So if there's no heat, why the hell do I want to see it? I don't understand that philosophy. Of course, Dana White has announced that the UFC lightweight championship unification belt between current champion Khabib and interim champion Justin Gaethje will go on Saturday, October 24th. So there's a lightweight match on the 24th. William Davies says, sorry, storytelling and pro wrestling is dead at this point. It's sad. There's still interesting news, which is why I'm reporting on the news, but there's better storytelling in the UFO world, more interesting storytelling. I can suspend my disbelief better watching UFO videos than I can wrestling videos because the storytelling sucks, if you want to call it storytelling. I can't suspend my disbelief. When you have squids interfering at the end of matches, I just can't suspend my disbelief anymore. Road Warrior believes AEW will be gone within 3 years. What about says people buy heels and faces in their entertainment and politics? We can clearly see it on our social media 24/7. I agree with you there. There's faces and heels in real life in this world. So why everyone has to be friends in wrestling, I don't know. And why do you call yourself a competitor, Cody? You're the champion and you're one of the executives. You might be a political competitor. You've won in the backstage politics. Being the son of Dusty Rhodes has helped you a lot in that because you have an advantage there of carrying the Rhodes name. But you're not an in-ring competitor because you're not competing for anything. You decide who's the champion, and you're the champion because you're one of the bookers. Kevin Wine says, who wants to see Cody put himself over every week? The 0.2s ratings tell the story. Jeff Hardy, will he go to AEW? Someone's asking. He'll probably go wherever the best deal for him is financially and creatively. Cash and creative, as Jim WWE can probably offer him a lot of money. I know his brother's in AEW, and he probably has a lot of supporters in AEW. He would be more of a star in AEW because they don't have as many stars in WWE. So I guess we'll find out. WWE has been doing those tasteless alcohol-related storylines with him, which, being a guy that has alcohol problems and police issues related to drugs and alcohol on his record, I don't know how much he likes that the WWE is kind of exploiting that. So maybe he will go to AEW. Who knows? Pat E says, imagine they will just shift into doing movie matches like that god-awful swamp match thing. I didn't see it. I don't like to torture myself with stuff I know I'm not going to like. Alexander says, hello. He likes my vlogs. Keep it up. Double S says, RIP Glow wrestler Becky Mullen. She played Sally the farmer's daughter. Yes. RIP to her. I've seen that all over social media today. I never met her. I don't think she did the Glow circuit of the regular Glow girls that go around doing autograph conventions. But sorry to hear about her passing. Albrick says, am I coming to Baltimore anytime soon? It doesn't look like the border is going to be open anytime soon. Honestly, it doesn't appear like it's going to be open anytime this year. Only less than 1% of Canadians have actually caught COVID. So our numbers are really low. So I can't see them opening the borders to the U.S. where the numbers are really high just for those reasons. They still don't have gyms fully open where I live. Regularly go to. I hope it doesn't go out of business because it's been closed so long. But they haven't reopened yet. The City of Ottawa gyms, I work at a City of Ottawa gym. We haven't opened our gym. There's some like Good Life Fitness that have opened, but you have to make appointments and it's not regular hours. So I just can't see when we're not even back to normal that they're going to open the borders to a country where there's more infected people to potentially bring more of it here when we're not even at fully normal working yet. I don't think anyone's going to be running wrestling events here unless it's like a really low, small-time pro wrestling indie show for the rest of the year minimum, because the restrictions are just really bad here. Double S says they might as well do SummerSlam on a cruise. WWE already has a sinking ship. Speaking of that, a fan sent me a graphic of Vince and Triple H on the Titanic today. I thought that was pretty funny. There's rumors it'll be on a cruise or a beach. They could do it in front of fans, though. Iowa, as I said yesterday in my update, had Pat Milicic, who I've interviewed, do a kickboxing fight in front of 3,500 fans in Iowa. I think it was last week or the week before, actually the week before. So there is states where WWE could run in front of fans. AEW, from what I understand, had some normal fans in the crowd last week. Mird says it's probably not going to open anytime soon. No, I mean, people are saying the border's going to be shut the rest of the year. Shitty vlog. Did I learn Spanish when I worked for IWA? Only enough to talk to the ladies a little bit, and then I ended up having a serious girlfriend / fiance that I never ended up marrying when I was in Puerto Rico. So she was kind of like my translator. I guess you could say I was lazy. She did all my communication for me. So I was blessed with that. And yeah, those were fun days. I enjoyed my time in Puerto Rico, where I don't think they're running anything anytime soon either. Not that business was that great. WWC, I saw a picture of one of their shows before a lockdown with Carlito, Eddie, and Orlando Colon. It didn't even look like they had 100 people in the crowd. So it's pretty bad. Basil S., how is my French? Mon français est très bon, mais mon accent n'est pas. Puerto Rico is in bad shape for obvious reasons, Mird says. Who's my favorite wrestler of all time, G Lake? That's hard to put your finger on it. Haku would be up there. Billy Graham would be up there. Ric Flair would be up there. Macho Man would be up there, and Undertaker would be up there. If you want me to name my top 5 in no particular order. So there you go. By the way, I do post these news updates on my Instagram at the Hannibal TV. I am on Twitter at Devon Hannibal, DEVON HANNIBAL. If anyone wants me to follow them back, just send me a DM, because everybody knows all those fake people on Twitter. We also have the Hannibal TV on Twitter, and if you go to the thehannibaltv.com website or the description of this video, we have a podcast, which is basically my full shoot interviews, ad-free in audio form, if anyone wants to subscribe to that on iTunes. So thanks a lot for your questions and comments. I will be posting my full Raven shoot interview on here tonight. It has been on patreon.com/thehannibaltv. And this week I'm interviewing Taylor Hendricks, Conan, possibly another one. Constantly working on getting more interviews for you guys. So thanks a lot. Have a great night. Oh, and someone was asking me about my French. By the way, I was on a full, there was a whole French TV series about me. It was called Les Enragés de Ring.